We are thrilled to be inside All-American Park. Some Double-A baseball in the Texas League coming your way. It's the San Antonio Missions taking on the Arkansas Travelers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Our starter in this one, number 40. Here's some more info. He's going to need to command all 4 of his pitches to have a great game in this one. If one of those 4 isn't working, it makes it a lot easier for hitters to guess what's coming. And that's not a situation he wants to find himself in. Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, Albert Fabian. And this one off and running.
0-1.
The 0-1 offering. Swing and a drive. Snags it on the warning track. Let's check out the lineup.
Batting second, the catcher, Ethan Salas.
Next to hit for the Missions, Ethan Salas. And that's through there for a strike. Challenge pitch right down Main Street, and he got the take, so he's ahead 0-1. Nice pitching. Fastball for a strike. Hitter looks a little too passive against him right now, and he took advantage with 2 straight fastballs for strikes. Now the pitcher's in the driver's seat. Wines, here's the pitch. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 14, Joshua.
Digging in for the Missions, Joshua Mears. Swinging a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. Out of here. A 2-run blast, and they lead it. It's 2-0. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. And here's the first baseman, Marcos Castañón. And that's in for a strike. Still just 1 out here in the inning. Splits the middle, that's a strike. Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. Swings and jolts one to left. And it's gone. They go back to back, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. This offense clicking now, back-to-back homers, and they're building some serious momentum. These guys are feeling it. One out and the bases are empty. And now the right fielder. That one finds the zone.
0-1.
There's a strike.
2.
Got it. And there's 2 down. 3 straight fastballs, and he gets caught looking at the third one. Pretty quick AB. Cole Roederer digs in now.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Two outs, base is empty.
Hey! No balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking on that one. But they had the power bats working this inning with 2 home runs leaving the yard. It's now 3-0. Welcome back. And on the hill, number 95. He's got 4 pitches to choose from on the mound, and we'll see how he mixes and matches as the game goes on. If he can get through the lineup the first time using just 2, maybe 3 of them, he'll have a better chance to work deep into this one and hold something back for later. Ready to go for the last half of the inning? Here's the second baseman, Nick Dunn.
Hey! 0-1.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Fastball at the letters for strike 3. And he must have been looking in some other location. Otherwise, I don't know why he'd go down looking on a fastball on the inner half. Stepping in, Michael Arroyo. Fouled off left side. Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. 1 out and the base is empty. puts this one in the air down the line. That drops in no man's land, a foul ball. This one is labeled. It's got a chance. And that one is out of here. Made the hurdler pay for that one. A solo shot. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1. That's a good job to adjust to the inside fastball there. He may have been hunting something on the outer half, but he kept the hands in and blasted that one out for the round tripper. One down. And now the first baseman, Hogan Windish.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Now 2 out.
He's out.
Batting fourth.
Take a look at this lineup.
Lazaro.
Already down 3 runs, and they've got serious work to do if they want to avoid getting boat raced. But they don't have to get it all back right now. These hitters should try to draw out their at-bats, see what he's working with, and start stringing together some hits to put some runs on the board and get back in this game. And next, the cleanup hitter, Lazaro Montes.
Hey.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first and heading for second. Chance at a 3-bagger. And this is going to be a 2-out triple. Everything came together on that swing. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Jared Sundstrom now at the plate.
Hey. 0-1.
Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. 2 outs with a runner at third. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. high fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Makes the catch. They limit the damage here. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now a 3-1 ball game. The mission's at the plate here in the second inning. And there's a fly ball deep to right. It one-hops off the wall. Could be trouble. Around first, hustling for two. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. That was over in a hurry. Efficient way to get a hit. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. Nerwillian Cedeno, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike. Rojas stands at second, nobody out. A frozen rope. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 94.
Now it's the shortstop, Leodalis DeVries. No reason to jump at a strike from a pitcher who's struggling like this. Chances are you'll get another pitch to hit. Runner on at third, one away. That one is absolutely pummeled. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. In at second with an RBI double. Comes through with the RBI. With balls into the gaps like that one, hitters know they can think about extra bases and make that wide turn around first base. That's a great swing. Back to the top of the order here. Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, Albert Fabian, 0 for 1.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
One out with a runner at second. Lifted in the air to right center. It's back. Makes the catch. Runner tags and goes to third.
Now batting, the catcher, Ethan Salas.
So a runner aboard, and here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Hard hit to right center. Pulls it down. That ends the inning and limits the damage. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Bottom half of inning number 2. Digging in, Ryland Thomas. 0-1. That's one of the hardest pitches for a batter to handle, especially a lefty. Big, sweeping break, and it keeps bending away from you. Hard contact, this one driven deep to right. This ball's carrying. That one's gone. It just got out of here, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. Well, he saw 2 pitches, swung at both of them, and the second time worked out pretty well. That's a good payoff for the aggressive approach. That swing had the right launch angle to make a difference, and they're back within shouting distance now with momentum on their side. Now at the plate, Victor Labrada. Labrada, starting in center, 25 years old, and he's a native of Cuba. Hard liner, and it goes just foul. One run in the inning so far. Bottom half of the second inning. Bash down the right side, but foul. Gets under it, pops it up. Castañón in position. And there's one down.
Batting 8, the third baseman, Joyner.
Here's the third baseman, Joyner Fajardo. And that's a one-out single.
Batting ninth,
Here's the catcher, Nick Raposo.
Raposo.
Fly ball down the line. That will drop foul. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2, here's the pitch. On a line for a base hit. Makes the turn at second and heads for third. Coming to the plate. Scores on that one. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand and gave it a strong, balanced cut. 1 out, runner at second base. Nick Dunn getting ready to hit. Led off the game with a strikeout. Fastball in for a strike. 2 strikes on him, and he's already struck out in this one. You'd like to see the pitcher attack and finish him off. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Runner at second here and 1 away. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. In the air to left, Fabian. 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop Michael Arroyo.
Michael Arroyo will hit next. He's already homered in this ballgame. That one's in there, 0-1. Swings through it. Looks at one, then swings at one, and quickly he's down 0-2. Time to simplify your approach at the plate. And that one hit to first. Kicks foul. And the slider just misses. What a take with 2 strikes. Man at second with 2 down. Sit down looking for the backwards K. That ends the inning and prevents things from getting out of hand. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the round tripper. No errors and 1 left on. We've played 2 innings. San Antonio ahead in this game, 4-3. All set for the start of this inning. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Joshua Mears. It feels like he's entering make or break territory here. If he doesn't turn this start around, he won't last much longer. A laser into the outfield. Takes it in for the out.
The first baseman, number 6, Marcos Castanon.
And here's the first baseman, Marcos Castanon. Already a solo homer in this one. Hit hard on a line. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 7.
Next to hit for the Missions, number 7. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance. You can tell he wants the quick inning here. 2 outs already, and he's itching to notch number 3. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, designated hitter, Cole
Next up,
Roederer.
Cole Roederer. Caught looking the first time up. That one is smoked, right field. It's pretty deep. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. Moving on now to the home half of the 3rd inning. The Missions out in front, 4-3. Bottom of the inning, and now the first baseman, Hogan Windish. Hit hard, should be extra bases. He turns and heads for second. Chance at a triple. Makes it into 3rd with a leadoff triple. No question, he came up ready to hit. That one might as well have been placed on a tee, right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Now it's the right. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot.
Now pitching for
Left-hander
San
out of the
Antonio,
bullpen, Omar Cruz.
Number 60.
Will have to deal with a runner on 3rd.
Omar Cruz.
The 0-1 from the lefty. Late on that fastball. He reached
No ball,
back
2
and
strikes.
blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Home team down by 1. Here in the back end of the 3rd inning. And a swing and a miss. Huge K there. Digging in for the
The left
Travelers,
fielder,
Jared
number
Sundstrom.
32, Jared Sundstrom.
Not sure I like that location. Pitcher might be better off busting him in on the hand so he can't extend and drive one. The 0-1. That one hooked foul. One away with a runner at 3rd. Line drive, and it's caught. One of those plays that just goes to show that not
Now
everything is
batting,
within your
the
control
designated
on the
hitter,
baseball field.
Rutledge.
Batter did everything
Rutledge.
right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. And here at the plate, Ryland Thomas. That one fouled off. Oh, 0-1 now.
8-2.
And the strike zone swells in size. Here's a laser out to left. And that retires the side. One runner left aboard. They still trail 4-3. Large Lad Burgers is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. This month, try their super spicy Serrano burger. If you can eat 3 in one sitting, they'll put your picture on the wall. Welcome back to North Little Rock, top of the 4th inning. Not a great outing so far with 4 runs allowed in 3 frames. He'll need to be efficient from here on to work much deeper into this one. And that one fouled off. The batter's frustrated knowing that one nearly left the yard, but the pitcher can breathe a bit easier. He's been given new life in this at-bat. Ripped on the ground to second. And one gone as they make the play.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nerwillian Cedeno.
So up next, Nerwillian Cedeno. 0 for 1 so far. And he hits a ground ball to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away. In trouble once again, and that's been a familiar feeling for him in this one. They haven't been fooled by anything he's got out there on the mound so far. Let's see if he can get back on track. And the next batter, Leodalis DeVries. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. That's gotta feel good. And they add on. It's 6-3. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. We head back to the top of the order. Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, Albert Fabian. In the air, out towards right center. It's pretty deep. And hauls it in. That's out number 2.
The batter, the catcher, Ethan.
And here is
Salas.
Ethan Salas. 1 for 2. Attacking the zone in this first inning, but the hitters haven't been fooled because too many strikes have leaked over the middle of the plate. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
The center fielder, number 14, Joshua.
Here's the center fielder,
Mears.
Joshua Mears. He's already gone yard in this game. Hit hard, that gets through. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2
The
outs.
first baseman, number 6, Marcos
Castañón now at the plate. Already a homer for him in this one.
Aye! 0-1's the count.
Fastball for a strike. Not sure he was ready to hit. Took the first 2 pitches for strikes. Time for him to battle now. 2 runs in to score in the inning. Top half of the 4th. Swing and a drive. Hits the fence. The run scores from second. And they lead by 4. That's 3 hits in a row. They're really cooking now. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. Number 40, done for the night. And this is one you'd like to for this. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, number 39. Just trying to keep them in it here. And now the right fielder. Feels like an inflection point early in this one.
0-1.
2-out base hit could bring in a couple of runs. The 0-1. And that's in for a strike. Twice now he's let a high strike go by, and the pitcher's gotten ahead 0-2. Now I think he climbs the ladder. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. This one is labeled. Makes the grab. That stops the bleeding. Inning over.
Leading off for Arkansas, Victor Labrata.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Almost got the inning started with a bang on that fastball. I'm
Now
sure he
batting,
wishes he could have
third
put that
baseman,
over the wall.
Joyner.
Now the third baseman, Joyner
Fajardo.
Fajardo, singled and scored the first time around. One out and the base is empty. That one finds the corner. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first 2 pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual. Oh, 0-2, and the delivery. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Around first, hustling for 2. Here comes the throw. In at second with a 1-out double. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. And here's the catcher, Nick Raposo. Doubled home a run the first time at bat. Curveball drops in there.
0-1's the count.
Fajardo leads away at second, 1 out. Late on that fastball. Textbook pitching. Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. 0-2, rocks and fires. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Wow, he really got away with a mistake right there. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 out and a runner at second. That one just missing inside. And it's 1-2. Just a hair inside, at least in the judgment of the plate umpire. If the pitcher adapts and gets a better feel for the zone, he'll be fine. 1-2 offering.
Ball.
This one's in the dirt. Two-two pitch. On the ground to third. Rojas. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick Dunn.
Batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Dunn. Here's a fly to left. Fabian. And that is out number 3. One runner left stranded. They're down 4. It's a 7-3 ball game. We're ready for the 5th inning. Digging in for the missions, Cole Roederer. Roederer goes 5'9", 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. Circling the bases, it's 8-3. It's a party at the plate for him in this ball game. 4 homers now. Seems like they enjoy taking 360-foot laps. Great swing, loud contact, and a predictable result when you look at the exit velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked. Here's the third baseman, Gendry Rojas. Outfield pretty shallow here. And fires in a heater at 95.
0-1.
Ripped to short, but caught for the out. Might need a little more backspin if you're going to get a hit on that swing. Needed a bit more air under it to get to a safe distance. So digging in, Nerwillian Cedeno. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound.
Aye! 0-1's the count.
Foul ball there. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. And he should be strutting out there right now. 3 pitches, all heaters, and he gets the K. Impressive stuff. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Leodalis DeVries. That one down the line, and that's just foul. There's a strike. That one 95 to finish the punch-out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 8-3. Bottom half of the fifth, and the Travelers batting. Fly ball out to right. The right fielder moving under it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Hogan Windish.
So up next, Hogan Windish. If you're looking for something great from the concession stand here in Little Rock, I'd recommend the jumbo fries with cheese dip. I got mine a couple of hours before first pitch, and I do not regret it. Racing over to make the catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Lazaro.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lazaro Montes. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. This one hammered deep to right, and it is gone. Home run. Wastes no time on this one. It's 8-4. He'll be proud of the swing he put on that one. That's one for the personal highlight reel. Seems safe to say that he got what he was looking for on that pitch. Great job to square it up and send it out. So 2 down. Next up for the Travs, Jared Sundstrom. Swing, high fly down the right field line. The right fielder drifts towards it. And that's that. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 8-4. Top of the 6th, and now Albert Fabian. That one ripped into right center. It one-hops off the wall, might be trouble. Into second easily with a leadoff double. That at-bat was over in the blink of an eye. Pitcher brought the challenge pitch, a heater right down the pipe, and he was definitely geared up for it. Ethan Salas digs in now. That one pulled foul. Fly ball, right field. There to make the catch. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. It was a great throw for the out, but he was already in scoring position. Tagging up is probably too risky there. And now the center fielder, Joshua Mears. And in the first inning, he started off his day at the dish with a 2-run homer. Not a bad way to get things going. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Now he turns for second. The throw in. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. Man at second here with 2 away. Next to hit for the Missions, Marcos Castañón.
Aye.
The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Mears at second with 2 away. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Got him looking. Third out. 1 runner left on base, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4. This one high and twisting down the left field line. Does it have the distance? And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Now batting.
Well, he certainly wasn't willing to wait around. Just barely missed hitting that first pitch fastball out of here. So digging in, Victor Labrada.
Aye.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
rips this one to short. 2 away.
You're out.
Now batting, third baseman, Joyner Fajardo.
Now a chance for Joyner Fajardo. Just took too long to recognize that one was going to land in the zone. Great work with that big bender. The 0-1 from the lefty. In the air to left. Fair ball. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Around second now, and they still don't have it. Coming around third. Safe. He comes all the way around for an inside-the-park home run. That's a well-earned inside-the-park homer. He exploded out of the batter's box and got such a good read as he made the turn around second base. Great hustle to make it all the way around. Nobody on and 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Nick Raposo.
Oh, and 1.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, that's down.
2 outs, base is empty. Late swing, fouled off. Looked like he was a little behind on the fastball. Might have been trying to sit back for the breaking ball. 2-2 now. Puts this one in the air down the line, and that is a foul ball. 2 away, base is empty, but 1 run so far this inning. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses, struck him out. And that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, a solo home run. 7th inning up next. The Missions lead it 8-5. Top of the 7th here. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, the right fielder, number 7. Left field getting pretty deep. It's back there. And that ball's out of here. Leaves the yard to left. It's 9-5. These guys are feeling it right now. 5 homers in this ball game. Absolutely torching the ball. Full credit to the left fielder for trying to rob that, but he came up just a bit short. The hitter is probably thanking his lucky stars that one had enough to carry out of here. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Number 39 gives way. And as the starter heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
The left-hander on now, number 63.
Number 63.
Into the game with the bases empty.
Austin Kitchen.
Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, Cole Roederer, 1 for 3. Right side, hard hit. And 1 out
He's
now.
out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Gendry Rojas.
Now the third baseman, Gendry Rojas.
Hey.
Activity in the bullpen. Hagen Danner
0-1's the
appears
count.
to be getting loose. Klein getting loose as well. Line drive to right. Makes the grab.
Now batting, second baseman, Nerwillian
And now it's the
Cedeno.
switch-hitting second baseman, Nerwillian Cedeno. Well struck, out to left. On the warning track, and hauls it in. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 9-5. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Nick Dunn. Fly ball out to left field. There's one down. Some good fundamentals from the infielder as he ranged back on that play. You can lose track of where you are and start worrying that you're going to collide with the outfielder. Nice catch. Stepping to the plate for Arkansas, Michael Arroyo.
Yeah!
Grounder to third, Rojas. That's an out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Hogan Windish.
The batter now, Hogan Windish.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
The Missions, up by 4. Here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch.
Hey!
This one in the air to right. Mears on the move. Makes the play. That is out number 3. Looking ahead to inning number 8. The Missions with the lead, 9-5. We go to the 8th, and now the shortstop, Leodalis de Vries. Ripped to third. The throw to first. And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th.
The left fielder, number 30, Albert Fabian.
Now the left fielder, Albert Fabian. That's a base hit.
Now batting.
Man on at
catcher,
first, Ethan Salas, the next to hit.
Aye.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. With a double play situation here, it's unusual that he's working up in the zone. Next pitch will probably be lower. Now here's the 0-2. Wallops this one out towards right center. And that one hops the wall. Headed for the plate. The relay to third. Throw pulls him off the bat, and he's safe. Nice job to drive in the run. Off the bat, it was clear that one was headed for the alley, and the only question was double or triple. Great hustle to take that extra base and get 90 feet away from home plate. Runner at third and one gone. Next to hit for the Missions, Joshua Mears. And a base hit knocks in a run. Throws to second. And he's out trying for two. Digging in for the Missions, Marcos Castañón.
Aye.
Here comes the 0-1. Turned on, but that's fouled down the third base line. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and goes down on strikes. And that's that. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits. No errors. No one left. We head to the bottom of the 8th. San Antonio ahead in this game, 11-5. On to the bottom of the 8th. Coming up to the dish for Arkansas, Lazaro Montes. This one in the air to right. Makes the catch.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jared.
So up next, Jared Sundstrom. Liner snagged it first.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ryland Thomas.
Ryland Thomas getting ready to hit. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field for a hit. Around first, hustling for 2. Now around second and digging for 3. Makes it all the way to third with a 2-out triple. Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. A hard liner into the gap like that shows you that everything is working really well with your swing. Pretty tough to have that kind of contact if you're not executing well in all phases. This next at bat looms very large. Digging in for the Travelers, Victor Labrada.
0-1.
Runner at third, 2 away. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Omar Cruz will depart. Great performance on the mound in this one, pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitch. for
They
San
turn things
Antonio.
over to the southpaw, Jason
Number
Blanchard.
24.
And little margin for error with a
Jason
runner on third.
Blanchard.
Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an
One ball,
automatic
one strike.
ball. He didn't start his
Ball
windup
two.
before the pitch timer expired,
Two
and it's an
balls, one
automatic
strike.
ball. It clips the corner.
Two balls, two strikes.
In the air to left center. Pretty deep. And that'll do it. One left on base. They'll need better efforts than that. Down 11-5. We go to the ninth. Now it's the right fielder, number 7. That one is absolutely pummeled. This one is gone. Another long ball in this game. Did it again. Home run number 2 of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's a 12-5 ball game. That ball was gone as soon as it left the bat. He absolutely smoked it. An absolute rocket of a home run there. The sound of that one coming off the bat was impressive. He can feel very good about that dinger. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Number 63 won't go any further tonight. The starter heads off, and we'll step aside for just a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching. for
Righty
the
reliever out of the
Travelers,
pen, Hagen Danner.
Number
Interesting to
65.
watch how the big deficit
Hagen.
affects this relief outing.
Danner.
So digging in, Cole Roederer. That's a hit.
The batter, the third baseman, Gendry.
Runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Gendry Rojas.
Hey!
Meanwhile, some activity in the bullpen. Dylan File preparing to come on if needed. One on, nobody out, a run across. Here in the top of the ninth. Set down on strikes. And a strikeout, that's out number one here in the ninth. Efficient work on the mound there.
Second baseman.
Coming up to the dish for San Antonio,
Cedeno.
your Willian Cedeno. Outfield pretty shallow here. This one is labeled. Should be extra bases here. Runner around third. Relay to third. Not in time. Runner safe. A run comes in on the play. Tallies a run and earns the RBI. Got a first pitch fastball he could handle, and he really ripped it. Runner at third with one gone in the inning. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Leodalis DeVries. Strike one. Swing and a drive. It slams off the bottom of the wall. In comes the run from third to add on.
The left fielder, number 30, Albert Fabian.
Runner at second, one away. And now, Albert Fabian.
All one's the count.
Next pitch, in for a strike. Got him looking, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, catcher.
And now, Ethan Salas. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. Base hit into the outfield. Runner holds on at third base. Two away. Runners at first and third. Here's the center fielder, Joshua Mears. Swings and lifts this one deep to left. Forget it. It's gonna be long gone. A 3-run home run, his second of the night, and they boost their lead. It's 17-5. It's often so difficult to get the bat to a hard fastball in that location, and even harder to hit with power. What a job right there to keep the hands in and smoke that one for a homer. Here comes the manager out of the dugout making a move for the bullpen. Hagen Danner is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Will Klein. Not easy to come out of the bullpen trailing by this much. It can be hard to get quite as fired up for it. We'll see if that affects his focus here. Next to hit, Marcos Castañón. Swing Swinging a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep, bangs off the wall. In with a double, makes it 2 on the night.
Now
He's put together a
number 7.
really excellent game with the bat. Smoked it into the gap, just not quite the right swing to put it over the wall. Good result anyway. So digging in, the right fielder. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because he digs in here with a chance at launching his 3rd homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. And he swings and lofts one to deep center. This one has a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch. That ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Now the 3rd baseman, Yoiner Fajardo. Swing and a miss. And the slider right there.
0-1.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And the leadoff batter set down here in the 9th.
Now batting, catcher.
Now up, Nick Raposo.
Raposo.
And that one fouled off.
Ball one. 1-1.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So it's their last chance of the ball game.
John.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2 outs, bases empty. In the air to right, and that should do it. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Well, this one ends in a blowout. For our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, we're back here as we wrap up the ball game here in Arkansas tonight, North Little Rock, Arkansas. And so far, boy, what a ball game that was. Boy, San Antonio now winning 2 out of this 6-game set, with Arkansas winning in the double. But it was a split series last night as it was 1-1. And now San Antonio coming back and getting the tie-breaking series win here this evening. Well, let's give it up for your Flying Chanclas. San Antonio Missions. 17 runs on 25 hits, no errors. And for Arkansas, 5 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Joshua Mears, 5 for 6, 2 home runs with a double. Winner on the mound will go to Omar Cruz as he takes the win. And the loss goes to Shadon Pevyhouse as he'll take the loss for the Arkansas Travelers. Well, anyway, other teams are still playing tonight in Midland and Corpus Christi. They are getting rain right now, and so far the ball game has been delayed until further notice. Frisco at Amarillo, Tulsa at Wichita, Northwest Arkansas at Springfield. We'll go ahead and give you scores. Tulsa leads 4-3 against Wichita. Springfield has a 6-0 shutout against Northwest Arkansas. And Frisco has 3-1 as they pretty much have a 2-run lead against Amarillo in the bottom half of the 8th inning. So we'll see what happens on that one. But anyway, we thank you guys for tuning in to the broadcast. And final score one more time, San Antonio 17, Arkansas 5.